Select the major product of the following reaction. So we can see that we are starting with an ester. So even though this is a cyclic ester, it's still an ester. And we're treating this with aqueous acid and heat. So this is acidic hydrolysis conditions. So what happens when you take an ester in general? So let's just draw a generic ester structure. When you treat this with aqueous acid and heat, so the acid and heat are required because esters are not reactive carboxylic acid derivatives. So when you treat this with the aqueous acid and heat, you end up cleaving this bond. And so you form the carboxylic acid. And this OR prime, that's just to indicate that it's different, is lost as an alcohol, right? So whenever you have hydrolysis of a carboxylic acid derivative, you're going to be forming the carboxylic acid, or possibly the carboxylate if you're in basic conditions and don't neutralize it. All right, so this is a cyclic ester, and so sometimes this kind of makes us hesitate a little bit and think, oh, maybe is it going to do something different? It's still going to do this general reaction. And so here's how I recommend that you approach solving this. So notice I've grabbed a pencil. So I would draw this structure with a pencil, and then I'm gonna recognize, hey, this is the bond that's gonna cleave. And when I cleave that bond, the carbonyl becomes the carboxylic acid and the other side becomes an alcohol. So the bond that cleaves is this one right here. So I will make an alcohol and a carboxylic acid. And so that's the product. It's got some ugly bond angles. So let's just number these carbon atoms and straighten this out. So we have a carboxylic acid, and that's carbon 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the alcohol. So we can put these numbers back on here. And we can see that this matches option C. Okay, so not that bad when you approach it the right way.